Before we get into the video, I'd like to remind you that the Dark Tournament set is going to be releasing on the February 23rd. We see Yu Yu Hakusho returning to the game, and not only is the IP back in the game, but we're also seeing a couple of the older cards return to standard as well. This is going to be quite an exciting release, and it'll be accompanied by quite exciting release events as well. As winning a release event, you're going to qualify for the Wish Tournament, which will be a special webcam event held March 9th and 10th, with an option of pretty unique prizes for the winner. Check with your store and see if they're running a release event for the set. You can use the University's gaming network to find a store near you that will be running one of these events. And if you haven't already registered on the UGN, when signing up, remember to click the drop down for how you heard about the site, and under the option content creator, put in the name The Daubers to be credited with 50 bonus points. And lastly, I'd like to thank UVS Games for sending over this booster box so we can make some content with it ahead of the release date. So we're lucky enough to have UVS Games send us over a box of the upcoming Dark Tournament set for Yu Yu Hakusho. Our plan for the box is I'm going to open 6 packs today and build a sealed deck out of it, and then I'm going to get Emma to back 6 packs and build a sealed deck, and then we'll get a game, and we'll rinse and repeat with the rest of the packs. So we can mix in some gameplay with the new cards as well, and we can go over what our thoughts are when it comes to building a sealed deck, especially since the release events qualify you for the Wish Tournament. So I get the honour of cracking this box open, and I've actually made myself a little tear here to make it easier. But I'm probably still going to cut this. Maybe. I don't know, this has went smoother than any attempt I've ever made to open the Challenger decks, or the Star decks. Oh. Right, do we want right or left? 1, 2, 3, we're going left. 4, 5, 6, we're going right. And that is a 2. 2, 5, 6. Ooh. Put this off to the side. Just sit there constantly teasing myself. The temptation just to dig into some more packs. Let's get started with pack number 1. I'm happy to see the pool tails back. Like, I don't think the last pack had that, right? Jet bomb. There's something very shiny in this pack already. Since we're doing sealed, we don't need to care about changing resource symbols, so it'll just come down to how useful I think the card's going to be. So we have a 45% power, kind-hearted, fearsome transformation, spirit sword swipe, master of drunken fighting, out of reach, Yusuke's spirit wave, set the record straight, malefic grenade. What retro reprint is an ore strike. It's quite nice in the new frame. We have Toya as one of our character options, and starting us off with a UR with referee jury. And that camera does not want to seem to focus on it. 1 second, we'll see if we can fix that. Almost had it. Yeah. There we go. Kinda. Yeah. The autofocus is not wanting to play ball. Okay, so we've got a lot of spam foundations out of that pack. And now the autofocus is going mental. Let's just turn it off. We can live with a lot of spam foundations out of pack 1, which I kinda like to see. Being able to play foundations is going to be more important than anything else when it comes to playing sealed. We'll start a separate pile for retro reprints, right? Oh, sure. Moving on to pack 2. We have Splatter Drop, Unsettling Aura, Master of 1,000 Faces, Spirit Uppercut, Arrogant Fighter, No Restraint, Double Fists of the Mortal Flame, probably my favourite uncommon from the set, Demonic Teamwork, Team Dr. Ichigaki, I will butcher these names, and 80% power, which is weird because I thought were rails at the back of the set. It was a second ago. 80% power, a pilot of the River Styx, and a copy of Bowie. Let's keep our rails and stuff together. Yeah, I wonder if the first pack was just out of order or what, but yeah. Strange. Cards did not want to come out of that pack. We have a Shapeshift Decoy, Banshee Sword Shriek, Stumbling Warrior, Spirit Breaker, funnily enough doesn't have Breaker, Acrobatic Style, Unmatched Quickness, Crowd Starling, Twin Rose Toss, Invincible Body, Mastering the Dragon, very nice in foil. The foil on it kind of looks like something you'd expect to see in an older card game, but yeah, still nice. Copy of Massive Size, and a copy of Jin. We've already opened a copy of Jin, right? I think that's the character we might end up being for this field game. Just seems overall pretty good. We have a beautiful card strike, a Master of Wind, a Spirit Beast Puyu, don't know, Ice Sword Slash, Beneath the Armour, Yoko Form, 60% power, Demon Energy Manipulation, Ogre Kill, copy of Rando's Spirit Gun, a Yusuke, and a Suzaki Flurry. Oops, let's not have it just be pure glare. I'm really digging the foil on these. Right, up next we have a Diving Phoenix Crush, Shinobi Prodigy, The Final Test, Ogiri Plant Grasp, Resting Up, Glimpses of the Past, Paying the Cost, Double Sword Style, Tornado Fist, a copy of Around the World for the little yo-yo character, cannot remember his name. Think of this. Oops. Hiding in Plain Sight for some snap momentum. First time I've noticed that it's been downshifted from rare to common, which I quite like. And Elder Toguro. Right, on to our last pack before we start looking at deck building. We've got Adaptable Anatomy, the Deadly Claw, I Am the Dragon, Frightening Calm, Thinking on the Fly, Arena Stone Toss, A second Malefic Grenade. Childlike Appearance. Aura Slam. Risho's Meteor. A copy of Chu. And an XR Suzuki. It's quite nice. So this will be what they were talking about, that sometimes an XR character will take the retro slot, I believe. But still, lovely character. I think we have a good selection of characters. We did open a lot of Spirit stuff, so could make an argument for Yusuke. Elder Toguro seems like it'll be quite good. We have Jin as an option. So, here's the awkward part, right? When I opened Jin, I was like, definitely, we're going to play Jin. Jin just gives stats on face. And I've no issue with that, like, he's pretty strong. But then we opened this lovely Suzuki. And I kind of feel as though I think I'd feel bad if I didn't play Suzuki. Just because, look at them. So yeah, we're going to be Suzuki. I mean, it definitely helps the argument to be Suzuki, right? That we opened a copy of Suzuki Flurry. So this is going straight in. And we're just going to have a quick flick through and make 2 piles of, well, I say make 2 piles. We're going to make 3 piles. We're going to have cards that will play because they synergize in some way with us, cards that will play just because they're good, and cards that might not do so much for this deck. So, 80% power. I mean, we get to destroy a rival foundation, but they do build top 2 of their deck. And then if they've got 7 or more foundations, this becomes a 5 difficulty 6 mid 7. Let's go Breaker. It seems fine. So we'll play this. Around the World. We don't meet the team requirement, and we don't have extra copies of Around the World or Walk the Dog, so I'm a little bit hesitant to run a 2-check. I'm saying hesitant to run a 2-check. We have Risho's Meteor, 4 difficulty, 4 high 5. We get to target flip a rival foundation and make the next check worse. And if they don't block, the rival flips 2 foundations. It seems fine. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. A little bit like Around the World. We don't really have anything that synergizes with Earth Strike. We can draw a card for each card they've discarded, but we're kind of relying on them discarding cards by themselves. So that can be no. We don't have any once per turn abilities, so I think Rando's Spirit Gun's also going to be a no here. A nice simple throw that can come in as a poke, and if block we get to build top card of our deck committed. Can go into the maybes. We do have a couple of these Malefic Grenades. I believe it's 2 we opened. Discard Milton becomes 7 speed. If it deals damage, they destroy a foundation. Seems fine. All of these kind of common attacks that have like no real abilities other than a specific keyword in the terms of like, this has EX, there's ones that have powerful. We're probably still going to run these because these will help end the game if it goes long. We'll just stick it with maybes just now. We have double fists of the Mortal Flame. We're going to be playing this. This card either generates us momentum or we can echo it. Seems fine. Roughly somewhere between 14 to 16 attack slots is normally what I'll go with for a sealed deck. Tornado Fist I'm going to put into the maybe, like the strong chance it's going in pile. We'll see if I've got anything else that can make use of momentum that we're really going to be playing. I know I've got some stuff here. Ogre Killer says flip a foundation where rival commits a foundation, and an asset if they have one. And it's got stun 1. It's just a nice simple poke. We're going to be playing this. Spirit Uppercut, we don't really have many cards that have the word Spirit in its name. Now we could just run this as a 4 difficulty 4 low for 4. But I'm going to put it in the no pile for now, and we might come back to it. Now, I'm not too fussed about 3 low 4 stun 1. Odds are our opponent will have 4 or more foundations though, so a 4 high for 4 that says draw a card, yeah, that can go into it's probably getting played pile. Throws are always a good idea as well because it just guarantees damage. That said, Ojigiri is a little bit awkward since we care about our rival having a card in the card pool. But I mean, if we play this in a 6, it's coming in 3 mid 7. Let's start sleeving some of the attacks that we do care about up. This is why I like draft. I can't have everything in draft. I'm a little bit more restricted in my symbols. So we're going to play Ogre Killer. We're probably going to run Spirit Breaker. Just a cheap throw. 45% power says draw a card. That's fine. We're going to run 80% power. The top in hands can fuel the bottom in hands. It allows us to get rid of an annoying piece on their side. We'll run Aura Slam. It's a throw that can build us top card of our deck if it's blocked. And I think we're going to run Shapeshift Decoy. If I'm going to have any sort of momentum ability that's just in an attack, I'd like it to be powerful. And the fact that this starts 6 high is pretty good. I think I'm okay without the EX. We will take this little break or 2 punch though. These are still on the fence. I'm really on the fence with Risho's Meteor. 60% power. Might not be the fastest attack in the world, but if our rival has 5 or more foundations, it effectively becomes 6 speed, since they get -3 to the check to block it. And it is powerful too. So while it's not powerful 3 and base 6 speed, it can fill a role. I think I'll top myself out of Ojigiri. I keep putting an R in. Ojigiri. I've topped myself out of Plant Grasp. And we're also probably not running Twin Rose Toss. I'm trying to keep our difficulty curve down a bit. On the subject of keeping my difficulty cost down a bit, I think I will put in both these 3 difficulty attacks. They're both 1 speed and they effectively stun 1. But if we just want to chuck an attack out to be able to trigger our ability, it seems fine. Brings us to what, 12 attacks? So ideally looking for 2 more. I think Tornado Fist is making the cut. Best case scenario, it's a free attack, we just throw it out and then hit with it. So here's what I'm thinking. For the time being, I'm thinking about going to 15 attacks. We're either running Diving Phoenix and Meteor and leaving Deadly Claw out, or we're just going to run both Malefic Grenades. They give us a +0 low, and it's another way we can spend momentum for some sort of benefit. Maybe the Malefics. Obviously we can come back once we've seen what our foundations are like and make a decision from there. Before we have a look at foundations, right, let's consider one non-attacks. Well, I think we're playing Referee Jury, right? We get to change an attack's damage to 4, and then if it hits we get to draw a card. It seems fine. Team Doctor, Ichigaki. It's just an onboard cancel, right? It's negate a non-keyword ability played in a non-character. It could be quite annoying to play around. Let's throw it in. Let's break this into 2 piles. We'll go spam, not spam, to kick us off. Having a look at what spam. Starting us off, fearsome transformations, making it in. It says E-flip, draw a card. And then if we have no momentum, we discard a card. We're definitely going to be playing Arrogant Fighter. It's got some neat synergy with our character card, where we can choose to mill a card just to change what the top card of our discard pile is before we decide if we're blocking. We're also going to play Spirit Beast Puyo, because we can block with it from our discard pile. We have a couple of cards that care about specific keywords, so we'll split them, right? We'll have weapons, ally stuff. Oh, final test, right? Form, if we discard a card this combat phase, draw a card. Our ability is literally E discard a card, draw. So that's getting played. Resting up gives us some speed hit. It could be -3 if we've blocked with our character already. Well, I guess we can commit our character, say that we can try and block with the top card of our discard pile, then resting up would give that attack -3 speed. Paying costs just gives us a way to get extra damage. Right, so we're going to quickly have a look at what attacks, see what weapons, ranged or ally we have. So we might have some ranged if we're playing Malefics. Got one weapon, a little ranged. Yeah, that is pretty thingy. We're not going to be playing Restraint, or I'm not going to be playing any of these four because they care about specific keywords. We do have a little bit of ranged. We're going to put in Master of 1,000 Faces. It also, unlike the others, can interact with our rivals' attacks. So I'm not sold on a foundation that we've only got 3 ways to commit a rival thing to ready. So that can go just now. We're also not going to be using Out of Reach. Mostly because I'm being a bit lazy here and I don't want to have to think about our resource symbols mid-game. We're playing sealed after all. It puts us to what? We're at 6. It'd be nice to get to, well, we're at 7. It'd be nice to get to 10. Maybe more. So we're going to be running unmatched quickness. Ideally we won't be at 10 or less health at any point during the game, but it's there in case we need it. We'll also be, Frightening Cam actually gives attack stun 1. Maybe we're bringing the other thing back, just in case we see it with Frightening Cam. Don't know how useful that'll be, but the main thing attracting me to this is it's another high and another low. We don't have any way to build kind-hearted during the turn. Probably won't use Set the Record Straight and bring in Shinobi Prodigy because it's a low. And we'll probably still run Adaptable Anatomy in the main anyway. Gives a little bit anti-throw. 12 2 diffs or above. Right, we might play Master of Drunk Fighting. Unsettling Aura is some speed hit. I don't think we have enough stun attacks to justify Stumbling Warrior. And we definitely don't have enough weapon attacks to justify Crouch Darling. Invincible Body can give some damage. Redux. We may play Master of Wind. Glimpse of Past can commit for minus speed, and we can manipulate what the top card of our discard pile is. This is probably making it in. I Am the Dragon is definitely making it in. I don't think Double Sword Style is making it. Hiding in Plain Sight does give us some snap momentum. If we're rivals at less than half their printed health, this gets to make a second momentum for us. We're not going to be running massive size because, well, a 6-hand size, it would commit for 4. Pilot of the River Styx cares about our rival having discarded a card. Right. We're definitely playing Mastering the Dragon because our character saying draw cards isn't doing enough for us. We also want to draw 2 from this. And I think we'll run Thinking on the Fly is the last one that I'm like, yeah, I really want to run this. So we have some stats based on work on blocking. Or not blocking. Extra way to make momentum. A couple of reusable speed hit cards. Invincible Body can hopefully just negate an attack. Master of Drunken Fighting gives us another way we can commit things, but being able to stun one more opponent in their turn, and then in our turn being able to use it again when we're coming in for game should give this card some double value. So I think the question here becomes, is there any of these that we care about more than just bringing in another couple of low difficulty cards? Maybe Master of Wind? I know I wasn't the biggest fan of it when I did the Snap React videos, but it does give us a little bit extra damage in play that doesn't have to commit itself. I think we could probably justify Beneath the Armor. We have a lot of speed hit in the deck, I think, so Childlike Appearance is less of a, oh, I'm definitely playing this. Cool, 13 attacks, 24 non-attacks. Tell you what, we're going to go with the Malefic Grenades, and if I feel it's too many 5 diffs after game 1, we can side. And then one more Foundation. Could be Set the Record Straight. I could just stop being lazy and count what air cards we have. 1, 2. Yep, it's Set the Record Straight. So that is my Suzuki sealed deck. I'm looking forward to getting this shuffled up and getting a game against them. We'll see what she ends up with. thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.